Hey guys, it's Eli, and today's video is gonna be a little different. I'm like, oh, Eli, I thought you were gonna be a commentary and gaming channel. No, I'm still gonna be a variety channel. I'm just mostly gonna be posting commentary videos and gaming videos. But yeah, the reason why I made this video was because Pastra, if you guys know who Pastra is, he um he made a video a while back talking about his favorite FNAF characters from not every installment, but like every main installment of the FNAF games. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, but different characters obviously, since I like different characters. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right. Oh yeah, and with these being my favorite characters, I'm only going off of like some gameplay, but not like their game mechanics. Like what they do in the game, not their like mechanics. If that makes any sense. And I'm mainly going to be doing off their like designs. All right. So, for FNAF 1, it took me a little bit to think of an animatronic, but then I remembered Golden Freddy. Yeah, yeah, for FNAF 1 it would be Golden Freddy because um cuz FNAF Golden Freddy the fact that he looks like a hollowed husk of an animatronic suit. And yes, he's just a recolor of Freddy, but I think he's a really good recolor of Freddy. Even though he just changed, the entire thing to be yellow, it's still pretty cool. It's still pretty good. And and the fact that in the lore that like Golden Freddy is Cassidy or it's like Cassidy, also known as the one William shouldn't have killed, is also pretty interesting. So yeah, that was shorter, but hey, it's still a review nonetheless. Okay, so for FNAF 2, it was a it was a it was really close, but I ended up going with Withered Foxy because the way his right side of his head is just like torn off and you can only see the endoskeleton, I think is a really cool design. And just the way he's like really withered and he looks kind of sleek. I don't know. It doesn't look like sleek, but it looks kind of like he definitely looks intimidating. I mean, a really close second was Shadow Bonnie or Recusifax or something. So, and yeah, that's and in the lore, all he is just I don't know if he's a spirit or not. I think he's a spirit. I believe so. I always get confused with like the fun times and stuff. But yeah, that was it for FNAF 2. So yeah. Okay, so for FNAF 3, um, this might seem a little bit, this might seem like a little bit surprising to you guys, but my favorite is not Springtrap. It's actually Phantom Foxy. One, because I think it's fairly cool. And the fact that he's just a hallucination is kind of disappointing, but still, its design is very cool. The way his left arm is like fully torn off and doesn't even have a hook on it anymore, so he's even more crippled. But I just think his design is cool. The way he's all burnt and charred, and he looks even more withered than before. Yeah, I just thought that was really interesting and cool. So yeah. All right. So for FNAF 4, um, this one really came to me like not like instantly, but it came to me fairly quickly, and that would be Fredbear or Nightmare Fredbear. Because one, the way the fact that like in the hallway when you like check the lights, it is very intimidating. He's very huge. So yeah, the fact that he's so intimidating brings more of that fear factor in, and the fact that his design looks very it looks very like sick if that even makes sense. He looks very cool. The fact that is a like there's like a mouth on his stomach, and it wraps all around his stomach is very cool. And I like that fact about him, and the fact that he's just like, and the fact that like I think that like in the lore this might be what happened. Like it was used to terrorize Michael, and on the last night that is used to like give him more guilt about what happened. Give him more guilt about what happened to his little brother and what he did to his little brother. Makes it even makes the character make him even more cool. All right, so yeah, that was my take on FNAF 4 character. Okay, so for sister location, this one 100% came to me like that. Um, and this animatronic would be Ennard. Okay, okay, this is probably obvious. It's probably one of the best characters in like the entire game because for one, he looks so like he looks pretty gnarly. The fact that he's like an amalgamation of every single animatronic, not every single animatronic, but every single main animatronic from the facility is like in like in a like a little tangle of wires that vaguely looks like a human. I think is very cool. And the thing that like made me remember and that like he's probably like my favorite character in like sister location was that was an analog horror series based on Ennard and like sister location. I forgot the name, but yeah, that was yeah yeah. I think Ennard is very cool. So yeah. So for FNAF 6, it would be Helpy. Like, come on, how could you not love this guy? Oh, well, besides that, um, he's still very cute in the game. Like, come on, he helps you with lawsuits. He snaps his back to play games with you. Like, come on, bro. What's not to love about this guy? And in Help Wanted, he's like not like the main. He's kind of like the mascot of like Help Wanted. Besides Glitch Trap. Like, come on, what's not to love about this little baby boy? This little tiny man. So, yeah, that was it. Okay, so for FNAF VR, um, it was pretty close, but but what ended up coming up with my favorite is Beacon Bonnie. And if you guys don't know who Beacon Bonnie um, Beacon Bonnie is a little kind of Easter egg secret that like you know that mini game in Help Wanted and where like you have to dodge the Funtime animatronics and other endoskeletons while like the lights flicker off and they move as the lights flicker on and off. If you walk into one of those endoskeletons, you will get jump scared not by the endoskeleton, but by Beacon Bonnie. It might be a chance to get it, might be 100%, I don't know. I haven't played FNAF VR, so I don't 100% know. So, yeah, the reason why I like Beacon Bonnie is because um is because he honestly has a pretty decent design. The fact that he looks pretty silvery in like some of the screenshots of him, and his like multicolored eyes, I think is very cool. And I think Glitch Trap is also pretty cool. Which like if this was like a point system, Glitch Trap would be like half a point under Beak and Bonnie. It was a very close thing. I just thought I just like Beak and Bonnie better. So yeah, that was FNAF VR. Okay, so for FNAF AR, it took me a minute to decide, but I ended up going with a Black Ice Frost Bear. One, because he looks freaking sick. Like if you like, he looks very cool. Like all his jagged points, his little spear, and like he has a bunch of cracks on it. He looks smooth and jagged all over on some parts of his body. Is very very cool. And and like there's a bunch of others that I could have added to this list, but I ended up doing Black Eyes Frostbear because he just looked objectively cooler. Like I could have added like I don't know, like Pixel Baby or like the pixelized Circus Baby. But yeah, that was it for FNAF AR. I just thought Black Eyes Frostbear was pretty cool. So for Security Breach, this one was pretty easy to make. Uh, the the FNAF character that I ended up going with was a Burn Trap. Cause one, he looks very very gnarly. Like the fact that you can see like William Afton's skull or like little pieces of flesh in his like an endoskeleton still after so many years of being buried alive. Not even alive, just being buried. And like yeah, I mean he was still alive. He was just like he was as a he was as he was basically dead. He and his mind was just mush. Couldn't even think anything. If he was still alive, he's about as alive as you can get. He's about as alive as like I don't know. Yeah, he was about as alive as like an old man with Alzheimer's. But still, I think he's very cool. I also really love the old man memes. The old man memes are pretty funny. The fact that he's in a little wheelchair. I think that's pretty funny. So yeah. Okay, so out of all of these characters, I think that my favorite out of all of these characters is probably Burn Trap. Even though my name is like has Foxy in it, it was originally my favorite character, and it still holds really dear to my heart as like one of my favorite characters. But I think Burn Trap is like probably the most cool and like underrated um characters out of the entire franchise. Because yes, he has made fun of, and his section of Security Breach is not very good. I haven't played it, but I've just seen people play, and it doesn't look very exciting. You just burn him to death like we've always have. But still, I think he's a very underrated character. I think his design is very well designed. And that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.